Alright, what's going on, guys? Happy Easter weekend. Today's video, I am in a little city. It's about a half hour from my home little town. Yeah, we'll see you at the Goodwill, see if we can find anything good today. Alrighty, here we are at the first Goodwill. So let's pop inside and see if we can find anything to resell. Alrighty, so the first thing I always do in this particular Goodwill is I look at the video game / DVD section. They usually have video games at this Goodwill, but not at other ones I go to. So I was looking at whatever these are. I'm probably too young to know what those are, 8-track or something like that, but I decided to pass those up. And I saw this Sega Casino sealed DS game. Not worth a ton, but for $3 I went ahead and threw it in the cart. So I just kept looking around here for more video games, and I saw, a couple PC games, but nothing really worth my time, so that's all I got from that section. Next up, here we have the backpack section. Looking for more like higher end mountaineer / like camping backpacks. I saw that Mizuno one, but I didn't like the words it said on the bottom, like a local thing. So I'm just kind of looking through here to see if I can find any really high end backpacks, and I'm not really seeing anything. Some of these backpacks you could make some profit, but I just didn't feel like bringing home any of them today. Like that Under Armour one back there, probably could get a couple bucks for that, but just wasn't really something I was interested in today. So I saw this Oglo one right there, but didn't want to pick that up. So moving on, right next to the backpacks, we have the purses and handbags. This Goodwill in particular doesn't have the best selection for them. So I did not really find much here. I'm just kind of going through the handbags, seeing if there's any really high-end designer brands. Typically, if I do find one, I'll look it over and determine whether or not I can confidently say it is real. I like to sell those on Mercari because Mercari will actually authenticate your handbag or purse for you. There's a Fossil one right here, which was kind of cool, but not something that was worth it. So moving on. So I was just going down this clothing aisle where they have some hats and accessories. I was looking at that first one, but it had some grime on the lid. So wasn't gonna pick up any of those hats. But they have their shoes scattered out all over this Goodwill. So kind of just randomly see them. Here are some Nike Air Max that I did end up grabbing. They should bring in, let me check my notes here because I have it written down. They should bring in $35 plus shipping on those. Oh, and I paid $10 for those Nike Air Maxes. So $10 to $35 plus ship, we'll take it. Moving on. Not impressed with my camera work here, but just looking at a few more shoes. A lot of these shoes are kids' shoes. I don't typically sell kids' shoes because they don't sell for very much. So just a different hat section here. This Goodwill really likes to spread things out. Just kind of going through these hats and not really finding much here. Just a couple Packer hats. None of them are really in that good a condition, so I wasn't sure what that team logo was, if that was a big hockey team or not. I apologize, I probably should have picked it up, but I wasn't sure. This was a new hat with tags, probably could have got a couple dollars on that, but it's not really something that I wanted to take the chance on for $4 or whatever it was. Here's a nice hat, but unfortunately that player does not play with the Bulls anymore, so therefore I did not want to sell that in my store. Here's a hat I did grab. Here's an Adidas Sports Illustrated hat in great condition, adjustable back. And overall, just an excellent hat. So I think I can get $10 to $15 for that hat plus shipping. So that'll add to the cart right there, and we'll keep going. Going on to the toys and the games section. Never really find much for board games at this Goodwill. This one looked a little bit older and kind of unique, as you can't see there by my camera work, but I passed it up anyway. I'm looking for like vintage toys, Bratz, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Rescue Heroes, that kind of a thing. Did see this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, however it was in terrible condition and didn't seem too awfully old. So today wasn't really it for the games. As you'll see here in a sec, I did find like a SpongeBob handheld game that I saw in the past, but it didn't have the back cover. Here I'm just looking through these different pre-made bags. Sometimes you'll find like a lot of Polly Pockets or a lot of little what are they called? My Little Ponies that are always worth reselling. But yeah, they didn't have any real, like really anything good. I did find this DS case. I went ahead and grabbed it. It's probably not worth selling on its own, but if I ever find a DS or a 3DS, I should say, I'll definitely throw that in. So I like to pick those up. Here's the game I was talking about. I contemplated buying it for a while, but just because it didn't have the back cover, I didn't really want to deal with that. So yeah, looking at some of the bigger toys at the bottom here, that I probably could make a couple bucks on, but I didn't really want to ship that or count all of the, if all the pieces were there. So I did go ahead and pass up on that one. But if it's something that you feel like you could ship, I would just scan it quick and check eBay solds. So yeah, like I said, there wasn't really much in this toy section, so I'll just cut to the next section. Alright, so here I just saw a cart that wasn't put away yet. I took a risk on that. Well, I shouldn't say risk. I bought it off a hunch. We didn't feel like looking it up, but once you've been doing this for a while, you can kind of do that. I just knew that was going to be worth it for $5. It's one of those anime looking things that you don't see very often. It was a complete season 1, so I should be able to get like 20 bucks for that, free shipping, maybe 25 free shipping. Nothing else on that cart though. So moving on to the other side of this right here, but there was quite a bit of people coming up, so I didn't really get a good look at this section. Plus I didn't really see anything that caught my eye besides that little thing. So yep, there was a Mickey Mouse down there and an Elmo. I don't really deal with those ones, so coming over here to the hardware section, I don't really ever find anything in this section. Just seems to be a bunch of scattered about worthless hardware supplies and stuff like that. So every once in a while you find something good. So let me know if I passed something up. But yeah, coming up, you'll see here I go through some golf clubs. Now, golf clubs are something that I've been trying to get into. I don't golf, so it's really hard for me to know what's a good golf club, but I've been trying to study them a little more, just because I know there's so much profit to be made. I found some tailor-made metal 5-woods and well, I found 2 5-woods and one other one. For the 5-wood and the 13-degree one, I should be able to lot those up and get about $30 plus shipping. So I went ahead and grabbed those 2, and then I grabbed another 5-wood, tailor-made 5-wood. It's the same exact kind, and I'm gonna save that for another lot whenever I find some more tailor-made clubs. Yeah, let me know if you guys see here if I missed up any good clubs, because I'm not the best at it yet. But I was happy to pick up a couple clubs today. They were $5 each, so I paid $15 for 3. and I should make $30 plus shipping on at least 2 of those. So this section always gets crowded. There's this is like the electronics and sporting goods section. So there's always a ton of people. I'm trying to be mindful of people's space. Looking over here at the clocks and the lights and stuff. Nothing that I'm seeing here. Kind of waiting my turn for the electronics. There's an older guy waiting there, so I decided to look at the plushes. Don't sleep on the plushes, man. For 50 cents, I don't know. Sometimes they mark them up like $4 or something. Don't buy those unless it's really good. But these 50-cent ones, I probably should have grabbed that Hello Kitty, but for 50 cents, I got a Mickey Mouse and a Pooh Bear, so I always like to grab those. The Disney characters always do good. Just make sure there's no grime on them. It tends to happen often, since obviously they are usually owned by kids. So I went ahead and threw the Mickey Mouse and the Pooh Bear in there. Now it's finally my turn to get to the electronics. And looking at those like tripods down there, kind of wondering if I should take the time to go through those. Yeah. Just kind of scanning the shelves here, not really seeing much. People are getting in my way like always. Looking at they have keyboards there in that little section. That's something that if you're not looking at, you should start looking at. Older style keyboards are starting to rise in price. I found a keyboard at this Goodwill a few times ago that I made a decent little profit on, so always look at those. They didn't have any good ones this time. I was looking at this little electric wine bottle opener, and Emerson is a halfway decent brand, but I went ahead and scanned it and I decided it was not worth it. Random VHS there. I was wondering what that was doing there. It was pretty slim pickings. Usually how it is on a Friday. Not too much is stocked up and it's already been picked through. There was a Sony Dream Machine that I'm grabbing there. Looking back in retrospect, I probably would have grabbed that, but I have a lot of electronics to list, so I decided to pass it up, and I did not get any electronics today. Usually I do, but not this time. Going back to the sporting section here to see if there's any thing I missed, because there was a couple that were looking at this section, so I had to wait my turn. Little Nerf thing up there, but it was in terrible condition. Then I spotted this, what's it called again? Yeah, the Zumba. It's a little workout thing. It felt expensive, and I know Zumba is a popular workout thing, so I went ahead and I scanned it, and I should be able to get about $20 to $25 for shipping. So I threw it in the cart. Just looking at this cart that wasn't stocked yet, there was some toys and stuff on there, nothing that I decided to grab this time. So we keep on moving. Looking at some of the home decor. Nothing I found in the home decor was worth it, so I found these Nike Air Max shoes right here. These were about $7. Threw them in the cart. Probably not the best buy. Probably only going to get $15 for them. Here's a good buy though, is these Clogs footwear. Always look out for that brand. It starts with a K. Always look out for the colorful ones because they sell excellent. Should be able to get $40 to $50 on those shoes. There's a pair of blue Asics in the cart that I grabbed that I should be able to make 20 to 30 bucks on that I did not record. Here's a pair of New Balance. These are women's running shoes. They were in excellent condition. Paid $5 for those. Should be able to get $30 to $35 plus shipping on those. Great shoes here today. Alright, so we're back home now. We just went to that one Goodwill because wasn't really planning on going out thrifting, but I had to go to that town anyway, so I decided just to stop at that one Goodwill. Anyway, spent about $60 and should be able to make, you know, maybe 200 bucks or something like that. So $140 profit in just that one Goodwill trip. Hope everybody is going to have a good weekend this weekend. Happy Easter again. Thank you for watching and happy hunting, y'all. If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe. Thank you.